Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a review tutorial and swatches of BeBella's Shades of Roses palette. Now, I bought this when it first came out, right? They were offering a PR box. Like, it was a huge box. It had like a little saying on like, She is of Roses. I'm like, it was so freaking beautiful. Like, honestly, I really wanted that box. I didn't even know why the hell I wanted that box. It was like, it was like only a couple of dollars more. But in the end, I'm glad I didn't get it. I bought just the palette. The palette alone, I'm not even 100% sure. It costed anywhere between $12, $15 around there. It was like super cheap. But they ended up not actually doing the PR box because they said, I don't know if they had it on back order or they weren't ready or whatever. They just said they weren't going to put them up. That was going to be at a later date. They were going to release the PR box. So they were selling only the palette, right? The palette comes like this. It comes with this little slip right here. And then, you know, same design and everything. In the back, it says it's cruelty free. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't say vegan on there, so I'm sorry if anybody, really cares about it being vegan. And this is the design. It's really pretty, you guys. It has all this roses. I just couldn't say no, honestly. It has BeBella right here. I don't even know if you guys can see BeBella right here. They have the mirror is covered with this little plastic film. I never removed those, so. And then it has Shades of Roses right here. These are the tones in here. I'm pretty sure this could go all the way back, but you guys already know I don't do that. They have this glitter, and they have two shimmers in here. So this is a shimmer with glitter, shimmer with glitter, shimmer, shimmer. That actually looks like it has glitter in it too. And this is mattes with glitter, these two right here. And the rest of them pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is pure, like just straight up mattes. So the only one I don't see myself using is Attraction over here because it's just like a very vanilla white. You guys already know that. And then the rest, I think I used, for my tutorial, I used 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I think it was 4 or 5 colors. Yeah, and then this one, yeah, it was like 5 colors. It was a bunch. So if this is your first time to my channel, hi, my name is Sarah. I like to do videos on like palette reviews, collections, sometimes just like certain things that catch my eye. I don't always buy the entire collection. I always let you know what I did buy and what I didn't buy, just in case. I do make videos in both Spanish and English, and I always release the English ones probably a couple of hours before the Spanish. If I don't get to do the Spanish like after 2 or 3 hours, I usually release it the next day. And that's because editing is really, really hard, you guys. I'm not even going to joke there. It's like double the workload. But I don't mind it. You know, when I get comments of people saying they appreciate me doing them in both Spanish and English, because there are not a lot of Spanish videos on certain brands out there, so they appreciate it. So it's like not a big deal for me. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. You would help me really a lot. And if you are subscribed, welcome back, you guys. So we're gonna start the swatches on there. I'm sorry I've been gone, you guys. I've been dealing with cooking for, you know, Christmas and New Year's Eve. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm going to start with Fantasy right here, and I'm going to go straight across and go all the way down till we get to the till we get to the end of this thing, okay? I'm going to start with Fantasy. That is just a shimmer. It is like, I want to call it like a champagne beige shimmer. That's the one that I used for my inner corner highlight. It is more like a champagne peachy tone now that I'm looking at it, but it has this sheen to it. So it's like very, very pretty. I like it. Next to that we have Rosa. And Rosa is a white type of shimmer. Sort of like a white silvery. That's really pretty. Let me get you guys another swatch of that one. That one easily could have been really good for inner corner highlight as well. Then you have XO. And XO is that shimmer, that gold shimmer that I told you guys that has very it has like these tiny little gold glitters throughout the whole entire thing. If you guys were to see this in person, you would love it so much. If you like glitter, given you like glitter, this is cute because you can see the underlying tone of that shimmer, of that gold shimmer, and then you have all these little chunkiness of that glitter just like spread throughout the whole entire shade of it. It looks nice in person. Now before I swatch this next shade, you guys, Divine right here, look at that little rose. I love when they do that, but I get so bummed because I'm gonna have to swatch this thing and then the rose is just gonna be less and less and less until it's just a regular shadow, right? I'm like, God, why do they gotta do that? Divine is just basically, it looks like a nude brown. Honestly, that's what it looks like to me. I can use this really good as a transition shade. It's between like a brown and a blush pink. That's what it looks like. It's a matte. It's a straight up matte. And like I said, already the rose is already like, you know, look at it. It's already coming out. I don't like that. Then you have Daring in the next row. This is a straight up rose gold shimmer. So pretty. Look at that. Oh, God, I love that one. Then you have Ballerina. Ballerina is this just, it's a pastel purple to me. That's what it looks like. This is one of the shades that has a little rose on it as well. I mean, honestly, when I looked at it in the pan, I didn't think it was going to work for me. But now that I'm looking at the swatch, I'm like, okay, I'm willing to give it a try now because it looks like it works. Like it's really pigmented. So I figured that'll work perfectly fine for my skin tone. Next one we have is Mi Amor, and Mi Amor is the glitter that's in here. This one's a combination of like small glitters and chunky glitters. They have these chunky octagon shaped glitters. So the underlying of the entire, basically the entire formula is these tiny little gold glitters, right? And then mixed in there, they have these reflective octagon glitters. The ones that can give you more like, you know, changes to color. So when you point it in the light, it looks like it could be green, it looks like it could be purple, gold, yellow, like different types, right? They're the iridescent kind. So I'm just going to swatch that right here on top. It doesn't need any adhesive, you guys. Really the bulk of it is those gold glitters. That's the bulk of that shade. And you can't really see, I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, all those octagon chunky shapes it has. And it just gives off these reflex of like green and blue and yellow and gold at the same time. Honestly, I didn't need any adhesive. It has enough adhesive already in it. I just patted it on my eye. If anything, if I had fallout from glitter, it was from that one right here that we'll swatch later. That one did kind of like come off on my cheeks, but that one stuck on. That one that's called Mi Amor, that's a good one. Next you have Attraction. Attraction is that powdery vanilla color that I told you guys. It's a matte. It's just like a straight up matte. And it's super light. I mean, if you know, for your brow bone highlight, I'm sure people will find several ways to use that. Me personally, I don't like those light shades. In the next row we have Corazon. And this one, oh God, look at this. This is just like a chocolate brown bronze shade. It's a shimmer. Jesus, that's a beautiful color. Next we have Try Me. And this one is a really dark, vibrant fuchsia pink. I'm going to add 2 swatches. That's a matte. That's the one that I used as my transition shade, believe it or not. It's very vibrant. I don't think it shows up as like vibrant like that on my skin tone, but for someone who is like lighter than me, I would go very lightly because you might end up really bad. It's very pigmented. Obviously, that is a really nice color. It does have this sort of patchiness right here, but other than that, the entire color, I didn't have any experience, like bad experience with that one. So it might not do anything, you know, it just might be this right now versus swatch. I don't know if I told you guys that one that I just swatched earlier was called Corazon. Just in case I didn't say it, I don't know if I did or not. Then you have Romance. This is another one that has a rose in it. It's very bright pink. It's actually brighter than this one. So this is like a dark rose type of pink. This is like a very neon type of pink. So I'm going to give another swatch to that one because obviously it needs one. But look how pigmented those two are. That's crazy. Also, look at my fingers from these 2 shades. Like, what the heck? Then you have Guilty. Guilty is that red shade that has all those tiny little micro glitters that a lot of us can't stand from ColourPop, but they keep doing it. So this is a matte with glitter, and it is just this very Sleigh Santa red. It's very pretty. Next you have Rosette, and Rosette is this, I want to call it like a burgundy red, and it has these little glitters in it. So this one is clearly very similar to that gold one I showed you guys earlier. It has an underlying shimmer formula to it, and then it has all this glitter throughout it. It's very, very pretty in person. I actually used that on my eyelid today. Then we have Pleasure. God, I love this color. I didn't get to use this color, but let me tell you, I am dying to use this color. And just one swatch, and already it had a little rose in it, and now the rose is gone. It's gone. That's such a beautiful color, you guys. It is this dark wine red. It feels very grainy, just letting you guys know. I don't know about chalky or like patchiness, but it feels very dry and grainy to the touch right now that I'm doing the swatch. But tell me that color ain't beautiful. Then you have Lust over here. I'm going to put Lust over here. But Lust is that one that I used right here on the outer and then down here. It's a purple dark matte. It's just like a dark matte maroon purple. Look. I'm going to give another swatch. This one is dry and grainy as well, and it is showing up kind of patchy right here. I had no problems on my eyes, just letting you guys know. But just in case you guys do have some type of problem, this might be swatch versus eye performance, and I had no problems on my eye. Last color in here, we have Beauty, and this is that dark chocolate matte with glitter that I told you guys. It has gold glitters throughout it. I'm going to give you guys 2 swatches. And that's it right there. So that's the last color in this palette. And these are basically all the tones in this palette, you guys. I mean, you wouldn't think it's like a rose, shades of roses. I consider this part right here, you know, shades of roses, not including that white. I don't want that white. But these ones remind me of roses. These ones do not remind me of anything to do with roses. But still, it's a very pretty palette. Like, I didn't think that it would perform as well as it did. And considering it's cheap, I was like really surprised. I didn't think it was going to work that much. I was like, you know what? If anything, I might end up with just this patchy McPatch palette. And it's not going to work out. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't feel bad because it was only like $12. If I paid like, you know, $30, $40, $50, I would have probably felt bad. I'm like, you know what? Now I'm stuck with it. But in this case, I don't think that's bad. I mean, for 16 shades, $12, that's pretty good. And BeBella, that's the first time I tried BeBella. Isn't BeBella like a sister brand to Beauty Creations? Because I always see them. They're like, their websites are side to side. So when you click on one, you can click on the other one. They're like sister brands. Sort of like Fourth Ray to ColourPop. At least that's what I think. I'm not a professional though. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. So yeah, you guys, that's it for the swatches. I hope you guys had a really good Christmas and New Year's Eve. If you don't celebrate it, I hope you had an awesome day either way. Okay. This is the first video of this new year. And you guys are probably wondering where the heck I went. I've been here. It's just I haven't had the time to sit down. Kids just started school today. Everything's getting back to normal. And it's like, oh, God, I gotta do this. So yeah, you guys, I'll let you guys go. If you guys want to see how I created this look today, just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so for my first color, I'm going to use Try Me right here. It is a very bright magenta pink. And that is the one that I'm going to use for my transition shade. So for my next color, I went in with Rosette right here. It is a shimmer with glitter in it. And later on, I'm going to add another glitter on top of that. So it's like double glitter if you want to think of it that way. Even though it's technically a shimmer with glitter in it. So it's not complete exactly, you know, like a glitter. You can see it. It's a very burgundy like shimmer. But it has visible specks of, I want to say, like rose and silver glitters in there. Very, very pretty, you guys. I'm just going to take that and apply it over my entire lid, basically. And then on top of that, I'm going to add this one, which is called Mi Amor. That is just like a chunky glitter. It has it's gold, and it has hints of octagon that are like, they can give reflects of different tones of color. So it basically reflects green, blue, gold, yellow, stuff like that. So that color is very pretty. That's the obvious glitter that you see right there. The overall one, I basically used it for a base. So Rosé is going to get applied first, and then you're going to see me put Mi Amor on top of that one, okay? So that is what you guys are going to see me do. So before I add the chunky glitter that's called Mi Amor, I want to show you guys what it looks like right now. Like, you don't need to add that gold in there. It's fine on its own. It looks really, really pretty. It's just, I like the dimension that that gold glitter gave it. That's why I added that one on top. But basically, what are you guys going to see me do now is I'm just going to take that chunky glitter and just apply it in this little area right here. Just like I did right here, I only added in that area. So that was what I'm going to do, you guys. So next I'm going to go in with the color right here that's called Lust. And Lust is a very dark purple matte. I thought it was like a burgundy. It's like a burgundy. It's basically a burgundy purple on the purple side, you know. And I'm just going to apply it right here. I applied it right here in that corner. So I'm going to apply it right here in this corner. And then down here. A tiny bit across, just like very little. So just like I did it right here. See how you see it on the corner? And I did it down here. That's exactly what I'm going to do on this eye. So for the next color, you guys, that I added right here on the bottom, I added this red that's called Guilty Pleasure. It is a matte with micro glitters in there, so like very refined glitters. And I just basically applied it right here, blending into that purple that's called Lust. And that is what I'm going to do. For my inner corner highlight, you guys, I went in with Fantasy right here. And it is just a very champagne shimmer one. I really, really like it. That is the one I just barely used right now because I totally, from the beginning of the tutorial, I'm looking at my eye, I'm like, I didn't add an inner corner highlight. And that's not like me. I always do it. So I just picked it right now. So that is what you guys are going to see me do. I'm just going to put it in the corner right there using my finger. So that's basically it, you guys. Let me just go and put some mascara and some black in my waterline, and I'll be right back to give you guys a close-up. So this is the finished eye look today, you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. I really love that glitter. Those colors are very pretty. You guys already know, like, God, berry tones. These red deep tones. The shades of, like, roses, basically. I'm in love with this palette. It's really, really cute. I think it was, like, super cheap. I can't even remember, but yeah, you guys, let me back you guys out, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, you guys, so I'm back, and this is a really, really pretty palette. I personally like the design of it and everything. I wasn't too convinced when I saw it first get introduced, because I bought it like the day of launch day. I got it here like maybe a couple of weeks, not even a week. It was like less than a week here. Is the thing with Christmas and New Year's Eve, I didn't really get to do a review on it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just wait until I have time. I honestly love the colors. I'm probably not too crazy about Ballerina, because she just looks like a pastel purple tone, sort of. But everything else in here I like. I really like this, you know, the glitters. This is obviously, that's a really, that looks like a shimmer with glitter, actually. Yeah, it's a shimmer with glitter. That one looks really pretty. That one's a shimmer. I honestly, I don't know about these because it's a matte with micro glitters in there. You guys already know I don't even like the ones from ColourPop. But that one is actually usable because it is a red. This one makes no sense to me, but it is a dark brown matte with glitter, like gold glitter in there. I guess that's just okay. I'm not crazy about it, but it's not bad either. And it's really pretty, the whole design of it. So I really like it, you guys. It's really up to you guys if you guys want to buy it for yourselves or not. I personally haven't seen any videos on there, so I think I'm going to be like one of the first ones in there with uploading this. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.